students. We are studying the chapter metals and non-metals. So this is the final video on this chapter. Now let us have a look at these pictures. So what comes to your mind when you see these pictures? Yes, obviously rust. Am I right? So what is rust? What are the conditions which are required for the formation of rust? These things we are going to study under the topic corrosion. Okay. So what is corrosion? Corrosion is nothing but spoilage of metal when exposed to air and moisture. Okay. So whenever a metal is exposed to air and water content, what happens? It forms a rust. Okay. So this is nothing but corrosion. For example, the best example is rusting of iron. And the equation is iron, Fe, symbol is Fe, plus oxygen and water. What it gives? It gives rise to Fe2O3 XH2O. X means number of water molecules. It can be 1, 2, 3, etc. So depending upon the number of water molecules here reacted with the iron. So if it is 1, here it also 1 H2O. If it is 2, then it will be 2 H2O, like this. Okay. So for the formation of the rust, these two are very important, oxygen and H2O. If one is absent, then the rust cannot be formed. Okay. So here is one experiment to prove the conditions which are required for the formation of the rust. Here you can see 3 test tubes, A, B and C. In all the 3 test tubes we have taken iron nails. Okay. The test tube A is filled with water. Okay. Here you can see there is a water and also air in the test tube A. Okay. In test tube B, it has water and also air. Okay. And we have a layer of oil above the water surface. This oil prevents the movement of air into the water. Okay. This is like one barrier. Okay. In this test tube we have taken boiled distilled water, boiled because to remove the dissolved air. Okay. And the iron nails are exposed only to water because there is a layer of oil which will avoid the entry of air inside the water. Okay. In test tube A, these nails are exposed to both water and air, but in case test tube B, the iron nails are exposed to only water. Okay. And in third test tube C, we have anhydrous calcium chloride, which is nothing but drying agent. Okay. So what is the role of anhydrous calcium chloride? It absorbs any water content which is present inside the test tube. Okay. So in this test tube we have only dry air. There is no moisture. Okay. So what happens after few days? After few days we can see rust only in case of test tube A because it is exposed to both air and water. We cannot see rust in case of test tube B and C because of the absence of here oxygen in test tube B. Okay. In test tube C there is no moisture. So this shows that for the formation of rust both oxygen and moisture or water is needed. Okay. So this corrosion can also be seen in other metals like silver and copper. This is a silver metal. Ag plus S gives rise to AgS, silver sulfide, which is a black colored thing. Here you can see while we buy a silver article, it will be very shiny, right? After few days gradually it changes its color. So here you can see the black colored one. This is nothing but AgS, that is silver sulfide, which is black colored. Here in this example you can see copper rod which has a green colored matter on it. So when copper reacts with carbon dioxide, it forms copper carbonate, which is a green colored particles. Okay, so these are the examples for